What is up, everybody? Tuberversity here today, and it seems to me that a certain Sony fanboy is seeing the light of what I've been saying for the longest. That this year for PlayStation is dropping first-party exclusive, and now this fanboy has realized that they have no idea what the hell these PlayStation studios are even making. What games are in the pipeline? And I've been saying the same thing for this entire year. The biggest game they have this year was Spiderman 2. Other than that, it's been pretty much carried by Square Enix with their Final Fantasy titles, Forspoken, and etc. But it's like, what is in the future for PlayStation right now? So I guess this guy finally realizes it because he says, Ben has nothing since Days Gone, which I would have loved for them to have a sequel to Days Gone, but that never happened. Firewalk has nothing since been acquired. London, nothing since Blood and Truth, which I guess that's like a VR studio. Media Molecule, nothing since Dreams. Sucker Punch, nothing since Ghost. I'm assuming they're working on Ghost of Tsushima 2, but who knows at this point? They haven't announced anything. And Naughty Dog needs to wake up. Yeah, they have games. They have the Factions mode, which is on ice, might be canceled at this point. So yeah, it's just like, what is going on with PlayStation right now? Only game we know that's coming out is Wolverine by Insomniac, but that's like next year. That's like at least like 2 years from now at this point. Time to reveal something is also coming due for Asobi. PlayStation Playroom was great, but what's next? Blue Point, same as above, and House Marquee, same as above. Yeah. Then this person responds and says, "Here, this should help. Lots to be announced this summer on both sides." So just look at this lineup from Xbox. 20 new games coming up within the near future. That's just this long, big list of games right here. Well, PlayStation has like less than half of that, and most of these games I just don't care about whatsoever. Like, what is this? Some of these games. The only game that looks interesting on PlayStation side is Stellar Blade, Marathon. That looks somewhat interesting. Rise of the Ronin, Wolverine, Death Stranding 2. So, that's all the games we know is confirmed to PlayStation right now. I agree, running out of fanboy ammo. Okay. You got this banger coming. Oh man, this is the Baby Steps game. The game where they opened the showcase to. That showcase was abysmal. This game even looks abysmal. So it's like, jeez. And they had the audacity to open the showcase with that game right there. They should show some stuff in the Game Awards and have a state of play before Final Fantasy VII. I'm worried that they'll stay silent until after Final Fantasy VII and focus their marketing on that. Yeah, I don't like how they're treating a third-party game like an exclusive title. Like, I know Final Fantasy VII is a big game, but why are they treating it like it's like their first-party game? Like, they just can't be consistent on being carried by Square Enix. It's just getting sad at this point. You can't just rely on Square Enix for your big games. It's fine. Microsoft has your back. They release Modern Warfare 3 on PlayStation next month. You're welcome. I guess that's true. I guess if you want a big game, you can rely on Microsoft instead of Sony actually releasing games on your platform. This was true a year ago. Fans deserve a first-party roadmap. The showcase wasn't what we asked for. No console war ammo for you. As long as they don't feel pressured into announcing projects that are 3+ years out. Hard agree. It's been far too quiet. At least have a teaser with a year, at least, or some of them. People ask for stuff to be revealed. When they do reveal a CGI trailer, people complain they want gameplay. When they reveal gameplay, people will complain it looks rough. They want more polished gameplay. I'm fine. Not for now. I want to see the games at their best for the first time. Well, I'm not fine with that. I need to see some type of roadmap of what's coming out because we really just don't know what first party stuff they got in the pipeline. So I'm not okay with that. Someone who spent $5 on a PS5, I am not okay with that. Suddenly, certain Sony grifters are quite insecure. Strange. Don't worry, man. They'll say something soon, but now they are just cooking. Okay, that's a good excuse right there. Game Pass. That way you don't wait for games to release. So is he telling them to buy Game Pass? I guess. I don't know. They're cooking up hope and dreams. Why does it sound like you gotta have a hope in Sony to release you first party games instead of them just actually like releasing games or announcing games? Now you gotta have a hope. That's something right there. It is concerning. Thumbs down. For me, I'm just reliving my past childhood. So this guy's going back to the PS3 generation. I have no interest in going back to the PS3 generation. I want to know what they have currently for this generation. So I'm not going to be doing that. True, they are awfully quiet for so long. See, that's what the showcases are made for, so you can know what games are coming out for Sony first party. That just shows you how abysmal those past two showcases were back to back. Like, they were just awful. They didn't really show you anything that was coming out worthwhile, except for some indie games, the walking simulator, the foam, the bubble bath simulator, and that was it, pretty much. Everything else wasn't really that relevant. Didn't people criticize Sony because they revealed games far too early? Stop with this nonsense. And now the new excuse is that because they reveal games too early, people get angry. That's the new excuse they're going with, while we have no roadmap for what first party games they're coming out with. Okay. Xbox fans got very vocal when in the same situation. Xbox listened. Yeah, that's why the Xbox showcases were amazing. They show you what games were coming out, and you knew exactly what games were coming out between the upcoming years. But Sony, we don't know. So that's the big difference. They are working on games as a service titles that will slowly be revealed over the next 12 to 18 months. First party library looking bare. Let them cook. But I see another comment that said let them cook. They need to show what's on the menu at some point instead of just cooking. PlayStation, the ponies are down bad right now. Yeah, I agree. Like, this is not a good look. But yeah, I have been saying the sentiment for the longest though. Like, other than Spiderman 2, this year's been pretty bare. Next year, I don't really know what's coming out next year. Maybe Rise of the Throne comes out next year. Who knows? I don't really know. Sony hasn't really made that clear on what they're releasing. Besides Final Fantasy VII Part 2, which once again is Square Enix, not Sony. So they can take credit for it, but they didn't really make that game. They just money had it off Xbox. So I guess. So it's just a shame, but it's got good that some of these fanboys are realizing that Sony list of exclusives is pretty bare. But yeah, it's just like, where's the games at, Sony? What games are you having in the process of making at this point? We just don't know. So yeah, it sucks to suck, but you know, the fan base gotta keep defending it. They're like literally in the dark, grasping for anything at this point, and the Sony just won't show them the light to what games they're having, which games they would play on their platform. So that's just sad to see at this point, but it is what it is. But definitely see your thoughts down below about this. Leave a like this video. That's always good for watching, and peace.